Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing a very important conjunction. We can call it a volatile conjunction because it is both the fiery grahas in the fiery sign of Leo, that is Ketu and Mars conjunction from 7th of June till the 28th of July 2025. It's a long time period also. If you see globally whatever is happening, it is definitely going to be impacting one and all. And whenever this kind of a conjunction happens, we do have to give up our ego, and the leaders have to really be wiser. And Ketu and Mars otherwise will be leading to lot many negative events, or we can say mishaps. Fire accidents, will be hearing even more warlike situation. So this is definitely a very volatile kind of period that we all are heading to. Not trying to scare you guys, but just forewarning, because in the global events section that I'm going to be sharing today, I will be putting light on the past conjunction of these two grahas, how they have actually impacted globally. Especially the warlike situations have happened. The leaders have to be really very wise, and they have to give up their egos. If you are authority, or you are handling some authoritative position yourself, you have to be really wiser. And definitely this is going to be a very important video. So do save it, share it, like it, if you do like it towards the end, so that people can get the benefit out of this video, and they're well prepared for these kind of energies which are going to be prevalent in the sky also. So let's start with the presentation that I've a short presentation that I've prepared for you guys, so that you can understand what exactly is happening. So as you can see, this is a monk in the battlefield. A monk is denoted by Ketu, the headless Ketu. And we do have yes, we do. Hello, everyone. This is a live session. So, hi. So, now talking about Ketu Mars conjunction, this is Chiranjeevi fire. Why I call it Chiranjeevi fire? Because it is going to be giving sudden awakenings also, Kundalini Shakti that we call, and a monk in the battlefield, because he's the detaching graha, and Mars is the battle or the warrior, we can say. For nations, it's going to be existential crisis that ultimately birth spiritual soft power. And as you can see that it is in the Leo sign. So this is going to be, one sec, let me just change this. Sorry about okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is what is the basic theme of this conjunction. Karmic awakening, Ketu's transit may activate ancestral karmic codes in our lives, spiritual insight, as well as rising nationalism. India might witness a surge in spiritual nationalism during this period, especially. Why I'm discussing India? Because I'm an Indian, first of all, so I need to discuss what is my country going to be, and then I will be sharing my insights on what exactly is happening globally also. Now, Ketu versus Mars influence, exploring the contrasting impacts of Ketu and Mars on the national morale and vision during this transit. Ketu brings a sense of disconnection and karmic rebalancing, often leading to sudden changes in the societal outlook. In contrast, Mars injects energy and assertiveness and potentially enhancing ambition and clarity of vision for the nation's future. And also, the conjunction of Ketu and Mars symbolizes an inner fire of immortality, potentially igniting spiritual nationalism and profound insights in India, especially inner fire of immortality. See, Leo as the fourth house for India, may undergo homegrown spiritual nationalism, a rejection of Western definitions of power, and a return of esoteric roots, Vedas, Tantras, Ayurvedas, Ayurveda. All these might just come back. And we will be self-dependent also, rather than depending on others. This is a start of a new era in a way, when we talk about this conjunction. And also spontaneous loss of ego identity followed by mystical insight. When we talk about this conjunction, it is an alchemical fire and sudden Kundalini awakening also. See, Rahu will be right opposite this. We cannot ignore that also. And it can be a false light of intelligence that arises when it is a AI expansion which happens. And Ketu is just going to be in the Leo sign, which is entertainment industry, which is glam industry, fashion industry. So all that will definitely suffer with this Ketu Mars conjunction. Also, it brings conscious illusion of machine spirituality, basically, when we talk about the contrast of Rahu and Ketu. A major philosophical or legal debate will erupt around rights of AI beings or synthetic life during this time. There may be calls of to recognize AI-generated consciousness as valid, driven by Rahu's delusion in the domain ruled by Saturn also. Now, Ketu, when enters Leo sign, this is also going to be touching upon, not right now, but later, Magha Nakshatra also. It is going to be in Uttara Falguni and till the let me share with you, till the 6th of July, it's going to be in Uttara Falguni Nakshatra, and then moves into Purva Falguni, 6th July to 20th of April next year, and 20th April to 25th of November 2026, it's going to be in Magha. So it said that when it is going to be in Magha Nakshatra, when it is going to be getting activated even more, that is the time, it rules over ancestry, it rules over fallen empires and buried power. This transit will activate the dormant collective karma connected to long lost civilizations. Okay. There may be sudden archaeological discoveries, unsealed records, genetic revelations that shift our understanding of human origin stories, especially Sun, Ketu, Mars together, forming a connection. Fire reveals what was hidden. So some revelations definitely are going to be there. A buried or misinterpreted civilization, possibly linked to pre-Vedic or we can say the matrilineal traditions, may be proven more influential than previously known. So this might rebalance the patriarchal narratives globally, okay? Patriarchal or patriarchal, whatever you call it. Now, Ketu is going to be in the Leo sign, the ghosting of masculine solar power. As the masculine archetype gets spiritually deconstructed, what fills the void is not chaos, but the female Shakti, the Kundalini, the feminine spiritual life or fire that will definitely trigger the void, the way which will fill the void that we all are going through. Expect unexpected rises in feminine leadership also during this time, especially in this male-dominating systems. Women connected to fire, technology, royal archetypes will emerge in ways they have been karmically blocked from doing before. Okay. And also, this is going to be a global female figure who can be, likely from a war-torn or suppressed region, may arise as a symbol of transformational fire, bringing both peace and confrontation. It's a bold prediction that I'm giving you. And she may hold a Mars or Ketu prominence in her natal chart also. Okay. So depends. Okay. Maybe, there is some, I'm not specifying which place, which country, which, part of the world she's going to emerge, but it definitely will be there. And in deeper Tantra, Ketu is not propitiated with standard mantra or homam. It requires mirror work, shadows, self-acknowledgement, and ancestral forgiveness also. Okay. So Pitru Tarpan, that's really very important when you talk about the energy of Ketu and Mars. It is very essential that you can, just recite your name followed by ancestral lineage, example, your name, child, father, mother, then release all ego-bound karma on behalf of your bloodline. Okay, that's what, you can just speak of this, especially on the new moons and the full moon time, especially on the new moon night, evening, you can recite, this It's very simple ritual. You don't have to perform the tarpana, oh, it's a difficult ritual. No, it isn't. You just have to take some water and you have to, simply, just sit in a sukha asana, and then you can just simply perform this ritual by saying that, by saying your name, your ancestral name, and you can simply just say that I dissolve my karma, my ego patterns, and heal my ancestral blocks, integrate the shadow self, balance fire, cut from the past identities that no longer serve your dharma, my dharma. You have to say that. So just save this as a reel or a short so for yourself, that how you have to perform the ritual. You just have to sit in with water and rice in your palm, and you can just simply light a diya, candle, tea light, whatever, and just sit and speak about all this, that I dissolve my karmic ego patterns, heal ancestral blocks, just speak all this. Or you can, if not, do it on new moon night. You can do it on every Tuesdays and Saturdays also, either or. Okay. Dawn or twilight is the best time periods. That is Sandhya hours, basically, when dimensions are thin. So a quiet dim lighting place you can just choose, and then just simply just do this. Okay, I do it by taking a small mirror and just clean it and just put it there, and then on, like, just place the mirror on the in a plate. Actually, we take a plate which is, which is shiny, or it's of copper or something which is very shiny, and you can see your own reflection. So, or copper or silver bowl, and some water into it, and a spoon, preferably copper or wooden. And option is incense stick, black sesame seed, sandal paste. That's up to you. And a small white or black cloth to place under the mirror or the bowl. You can just simply place it, mirror and then bowl, and then you can simply just speak step-by-step process of that. Sit in front of the mirror, breathe slowly, feel your body, gaze into your eyes, no thoughts, no stories, just presence. You may light the ghee lamp if possible, and then invoke stillness. And after that, speak loudly. I call upon the subtle presence of those who walked before me, known or unknown, named or unnamed. I honor you not for your perfection, but for the chain you carried across time. I now take my place in freedom and forgiveness. Okay. And use the spoon, take a small amount of water and pour it in the bowl. And while looking at your reflection in the mirror, if you can't keep it in front of you, you can even keep it on the floor. To the shadow of my ego, I offer this. To the pain I inherited but did not earn, I release you. To the fire of misused power, I pour this water of clarity. Repeat this 3 to 7 times slowly. Each pour should feel like an energetic cutting, not just a physical act. If you know of specific ancestral issues like some wounds or maternal grief, loss, addiction, violence, anything, name them softly as you pour one by one the water. Okay. Now, affirmation and visualization. Sit in silence, face, close your eyes, visualize your body as transparent, made of clear light. See a small white comet-like spark, which is Ketu, slowly descending from your head into your navel. Ketu sits in the subtle body. Okay, this spark cuts off the energy cords or to pride, anger, or ego roles, dissolve masks or names you have worn too long. Transforms this spark will transform inherited pain into white fire, not destructive, by clarifying. Okay, stay here silently. Let the white spark burn gently and lovingly. Now, slowly open your eyes and softly say, I carry only what is mine. I honor what was. I release what must go. I walk without name, yet full of light. May this karma now dissolve in silence. Drink few sips of water from the bowl. That's optional. Or you can just put the rest, which is there after 24 hours. or within 24 hours under the peepal tree or the roots of any of the plant. Okay. You can also do this ritual. While performing this ritual, you can simply just say Om Ketave Namaha, Om Ketave Namaha, Om Ketave Namaha. Okay, you can say it 3 times, you can say it 11 times, it's up to you. And also after, see, you cannot just get what you are getting in one go. You have to keep performing this ritual, from time to time, because, we all have this karmic Rinanu Bandhan with our ancestors. So we need to break the ties. We need to come out of that pain, that whatever we are going through, old identities no longer resonate. So we need to feel that we are not confused anymore. We need to have that clarity. There is no ancestral belief. So you're experiencing ego death, burnout, or spiritual dryness, which needs to be, actually, you need to come out of it. Okay. So now we are stepping into the profound philosophical theater of the cosmos, perfect for your changes that you're expecting because of Sun, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, because Sun and Ketu are in forming a connection with Mars also, and there Rahu, Saturn are forming a connectivity. Okay, so the karmic dynasty, when Sun, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu play the game of time. Okay, so that's what. See, Sun is what? Sun is the symbol of ego, soul, legacy, lineage, and he's the Atma. Okay, he's the Atma. And when it is the undivided self. So when there is there is not a good balance between the energies, then we have to depend on the divine father to bring that balance. Okay, and that's why Sun gives power without effort, royalty, birthright. Saturn gives power only through suffering, servitude, endurance. They are actually right opposite. That for that reason they are the opposite of each other. The father represents the divine order. The Sun represents the pain of the fallen world. That is why they are the bitter enemies also, Sun and Saturn. Okay, now not discussing too much about it. It's just that the body without head, a monk in the battlefield, as I said, and Ketu is Sun's spiritual child. It brings detachment from ego by burning it. Okay, that's the theme of this. And let's start with the I have zeroed down on a couple of events also. Let me see if I can share those also. Just one sec. Let me just check. Because this is a live session. I had, one sec. Okay. See, also one more thing I wanted to say. One sec. Let me just share the screen with you, because this is the 5th house of the natural zodiac, which is getting active. I hope the screen is sharing. Let me know, please. Yeah. Now you can see Ketu and Mars are going to be here in the natural zodiac. This is the fifth house of the natural zodiac. Children, youth, their well-being, education rights, education systems, schools, curriculum, innovation, entertainment, creativity, arts, media, cinema, literature, stock markets, speculation, gambling, investments, national morale and joy, national intelligence agencies and secret advisors, innovation, creative policy making, future planning. So Ketu here brings disconnection, karmic rebalancing, and sudden events related to these themes. Okay. Now, youth and education, detachment from traditional learning models, rise in dropout rates, rebellion against rigid schooling. Children will try to detach from the conventional studies education system, rise of alternative education, AI tutors, spiritual schools, unschooling movements. They might just come up with this Ketu in this sign. That's the theme. With Mars, it is going to enhance even more. And also, this is going to be bringing about students' protest, youth-driven revolutions, mental health issues among youth may escalate, and this might just bring about detachment from the societal structure. So that is not a good news, basically. And national intelligence and secrecy, leaks or breaches in intelligence operations. Rahu's there in the 11th house, rise in covert operations, espionage, and cyber warfare. Revelations of hidden agendas by leaders or secret deals with this 5th house getting active. And as far as celebrity culture, entertainment industry is concerned, fall of popular icons, scandals involving artists, creators, or some deaths also, demise of the important figures in the entertainment industry also will be hearing during this time. And surge in spirituality, theme content, cinema, cult-based art can also be experienced during this time. And shift from external glam to internal reflection, spiritual influencers overtaking celebrities. And stock market wise, it is going to be very volatile, sudden crashes, karmic corrections in speculative sectors, and tech stocks or media related companies may face sharp swings. Regulation around online gambling, cryptocurrency, speculation might be introduced or disrupted. Okay. And disillusionment with national narratives or identity, drop in patriotic pride or sense of national purpose in spiritually evolved nations, rethinking national values and turn inward. And see, Mars adds aggression, militarization, disruptive energy to the 5th house, youth radicalization, militarized student groups, ideologically charged uprisings, risk of violence at educational institutions, or creative protests also can happen. Anger over child policy, surrogacy, reproductive rights, and also children's welfare crisis can also happen. In and around eclipses, this will be experienced even more. Please make a note. This is a very important one. These are all predictions. And market collapses and sudden investment losses will happen in and around Mars and Ketu conjunction. So that is happening from the 7th of June till the 28th of July. This is going to be a very volatile kind of a energy, and scandals will also, because 8th house of the natural zodiac is also forming a connection in the 5th house, which is 10 places away from the 8th and 5th from the 1st. So this is going to be bringing on. Now 2007 to 2008, Ketu was in Leo stock market, market volatility, a global financial crisis, youth movements and student-led protests began to gain momentum globally. Surge in, now comes the global now, I have given the global predictions. Now, the past events. I'm sharing with you the past events. Okay. So now with this past events, stock market volatility, youth movements, and student led in 2007. So 2007 and 8. This was the time period when surge in spiritual interest alongside collapse of entertainment icons. In 1991, 1990, 91. Okay. Now, this was collapse of USSR, Russia, loss of national ideology, detachment from power structure, Gulf War, Mars Ketu aggression, rise of TV as propaganda and war tool. Global recession impacts happened, speculative markets hit in 1991. In Ketu in the 5th house opens up rich fields of research though. One sec, I wanted to share some more events, just a sec, because I have to see the events which I have mentioned, which I have already, one sec. Okay. Now, this is also about, see, 5th house is about research in cultural decline and spiritual rise. A great work on generational karma, educational transitions, and media esoteric evolution took place during this time, and it is going to repeat. History is going to repeat now. And warlike situations also happened during this time period. Okay. Volatile expression, karmic anger, misdirected passion. detachment from ego, pride, leadership, recognition, spiritual trials. And also, this is going to be bringing about sudden Kundalini awakenings as well, because people are going to be really very, fire reveals what is hidden. So it is definitely going to be bringing about that Kundalini Shakti or spiritual growth in everyone as well. Okay. So I have mentioned how you can perform the ritual also. And the throne, the timekeeper, the shadow. The karmic axis of power, Ketu dethrones the king, an eclipse of identity. Okay. Now, I think I missed that out. There was a very beautiful correlation. Anyhow, so you can just mention the events, past events also, if you have any. So now let's start with the readings for the 12 signs. Okay. One sec. Why is this? One sec. One sec. I'll just be starting with the something just, it just was. Actually, it just stopped working, so I'm sharing the other software. Okay. I hope this works. Okay. So let's start with the Aries readings. I don't know, somehow there are some glitches which happen. So for Aries natives, this transit is going to be in your 5th house. So 5th house is about a disconnection from children. Maybe children are going to be going overseas, or maybe there is some change in their line of education. They might just be having, or children or student natives also on the, if we talk about Mars Ketu conjunction in the 5th house, it brings about creativity, investments, tensions with the between the relationship with your love partner. Also, it can bring about some issues in your health related to your stomach region, and there can be a surgical process if you're waiting for already, because your Lagnesh is with Ketu. It can, and 8th lord is also with Ketu, so it will give the result of some issues related to your health also. It can be that you are going to be enhancing your social networks, because Rahu is right opposite this zone. But Mars Ketu brings ego battles with children or in love. Mercury causes communication rifts in friendships when it is also going to be conjunct. Because Mercury will also be with the, will be joining this Leo sign. Sun will also be joining this Ketu, but not during this time period when we have this conjunction happening. Now, because from, I don't think so, Leo 30th August. No, none of the grahas are going to be here. Then we have to perform a remedy if you want to donate educational supplies. Something, to support a student. If you can just donate something of that sort during this time period, it is definitely very positive. Avoid speculative investments, if you want to, just do it for a longer duration, because this market is going to be really volatile. It can bring about aggression, and it can bring about some health issues also. So you need to really be careful about this. Overall, and scandals, it can bring about some scandals also. So you have to be cautious about that. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this conjunction is going to be taking place in your fourth house. Now, fourth house is the house of home. There can be some dilemma at the workplace, or you're too detached from the work, from your home front, your family, and you are going to be really obsessed by your job, by your profession, career. You might just be too, and it can bring about ethical lapses also over there. So this is going to be bringing about some health issues to your mom, mother-like figures, or it can bring about some instability in real estate as well. If you are investing some money in the real estate, this is the time you have to be really cautious, because it is going to be bringing about some highs and lows, or the market is going to be really volatile also. And it might just be at the time of loss in the real estate. So I would suggest just avoid. In case you are planning to start any kind of venture. See, if you have any graha in Sagittarius also, if you have any graha in Aries also, then this conjunction is going to work for you guys also. So that is something which you have to check yourself. If you have any graha, so this might just bring about that detaching energy with that relation. So Mars is your husband, Mars is your brother, siblings, romantic partner. So this can bring about some issues in your relationship. So you need to take care of your relationship with your mom, your mom's health also. Okay. And if you are research-oriented mindset, this will be good. Do not just pick up any kind of arguments, unnecessary arguments. You can have some issues there. So the best is do the Tarpana remedy that I have given in the beginning part. I've explained elaborately how you have to perform it. If you can't understand, write in the comment section. I will explain it. I will re-explain. I will re-explain if you have any issues to understand that. And of course, I will be guiding you through from time to time. So for Gemini natives, one sec. Let me change the chart. For Gemini natives, this transit of conjunction of Mars and Ketu is going to be in your third house. The third house is the house of communication. Also, this is going to be not that great for PR, visa, etc. If you're applying for any kind of application, this is not a good time to sell your property, because Mars, Ketu are in the 12 places away from your fourth house. This is going to be bringing about that confidence in you. You will be voicing your confidence, your mental setup, your viewpoint. You're not just going to be silent spectator here. Also, just take care of your hands. You can have pain in your hands, arms, shoulder blades. Speak wisely. Don't be impulsive in your speech also. While traveling, while driving, just be careful. Just get everything fixed before taking a road trip also. The Lord of your 11th is also getting impacted here, because Mars is your ruler of your 11th house. So you can have some issues to deal with your friend circle, or with your older siblings also. And health wise also, you have to be little careful. And the best is it can bring about some travel issues, or conflict with your siblings also. So you have to be careful, and light a small lamp, diya, tea light, candle, whatever is suitable, whatever you can get on Thursdays. Okay, it is really going to help you, and offer a worship goddess Saraswati. And also, you can read Karma and Jnana Yoga from Bhagavad Gita daily. Focus on third and fourth chapters. Okay, be cautious in your legal matters while publishing, or when you are doing any kind of documentation. Just be careful. Okay, just reread the documents well. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. Okay, so remedies also I'm giving you simultaneously. So for Cancer natives, this is the second house transit of Ketu and Mars conjunction from the 7th of June till the 28th of July. Now, Here, it can bring about some detachment from the family. You can be very rough at speech. You might just feel that, there is something which is pulling you down, pulling your finances. There is a lot of outflow of money which is happening. You did not plan anything and it happens. That kind of a phase. Also, it might just intensify your occult curiosity because Rahu's there. Inheritance issues can be there. Also, financial instability happens when Rahu is in the 8th house. It brings about some unknown, hidden, or undiagnosed diseases also. Ketu and Mars in the 2nd house is really very positive for only one thing, and that is that you're going to be really very strong in your words. You're going to be in your actually mental setup itself. You're going to be really, because your yoga karagraha is going to be, with Ketu, the fiery planet. So you're going to be very upfront during this time. There is a thin line between being upfront and being, aggressive. You have to tone down those energies. Maybe you are going to be having some issues in your dental, any dental issues. If you have been ignoring, just do not ignore them any longer. It can bring about some legal battles also for your partner. So you have to be cautious about that. And this is also the time when your children are going to be leaving you and going to the overseas places. Good for student natives, though. They will be flourishing in their job, in their work. And this can bring about lot of expenditures because of your own impulsive behavior. So that is something you can work on. And romantic instability and secrets will be exposed. Offer rice and milk to Shiva on Mondays. This is a good, and also the rituals that I have given, the Tarpana remedy that I've given in the beginning part, start ancestral healing work and strengthen passive income rather than seeking windfalls. Okay. So be practical during this time because, it can bring about some unnecessary expenditures, outflow of money also. For Leo natives, one sec. For Leo natives, this is 1-7 axis where Ketu and Rahu are going to be. Identity crisis, ego dissolution, karmic relationship lessons is the key theme of Ketu Mars conjunction in your 1st house. It might just give ego explosions or physical fatigue. You have to be taking care while driving, while speaking with others. It can bring about a lot of emotions and outbursts of your emotions also. This can bring about sudden miscommunications and breakups. You have to be cautious during this time from 7 June to 28th of July and avoid any kind of unnecessary arguments also. Do not get involved in any partnership business, etc. Right now, maybe you can somebody can deceive you, cheat you. So that is something you have to be careful. Meditation on So Hum mantra. I'll just write it over here. If you can do this mantra, it will really help you. So hum. So hum. So hum. So you can just recite it 108 times every day and it'll really help you. And also, I wanted to mention something else. If you want to, also just take care of your real estate matters, just if you're thinking of purchasing any property or aligning anything to do with real estate. That is also something you have to take care. Mars is also going to be aspecting Saturn. So this gives bodily pains, achy body, you will get up with. So you have to drink lots of fluids and you have to drink hot water rather than drinking cold things. Okay. If you can. Coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So the summary is the most important one. I've given a ritual to do. If you can perform that Tarpana ritual, how you have to do it, very simple ritual I have given. Please try doing it. It'll really help you. Now for you guys, it is the 12th house, which is the house of deep consciousness, karma surfacing, dreams, isolation. You can have sleep issues. It might just trigger some health anxieties also. Psychosomatic ailments or hospitalization happens when Ketu and Mars conjunction happens in your 12th house. And this can be like, some karmic endings also. It is not that it is only negative. It can bring about the endings in your relationship, which was toxic. anything to do with a surgical process, as we say, that is sort of a surgery only when you have toxic breakup with the person, who has been really, bothering you from a long time. Daily pranayam, body scan, meditation, from top to bottom, if you can just do that remedy, nothing like it. There was an image that was there in the beginning part in the presentation. You can just look at that image and you can see the chakras, or you can get it, avoid caffeine, avoid overstimulation also with Ketu and Mars in the 12th house zone. And also this is the 8th lord in the 12th. So it is a good time for digital detox also. And maybe, your siblings are going overseas, or you have some distant relationship with them, with your partner. You might just feel that your partner is becoming very spiritually and inclined and detached. You don't expect too much from your partner in relationship, in the bed pleasure especially. Okay, this is a volatile energy, fiery energy, but at the same time a detaching energy. Maybe it'll be like it happens, the physical reunion happens or union happens, and it is like a split. There is no such chemistry and bonding emotionally. It is just physical and it comes to an end. So you have to be prepared for that also. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. Okay. For Libra natives, this is the 11th house transit of Ketu and Mars. Now, this is a mixed bag for you. Why? Because the friendships which are carrying no meaning, they will dissolve. You will get to know that, okay, these are going to be, I have to detach from the gains. I have to focus on the authentic or the spiritual angle which is attached to, Ketu energy. So you need to work on your jealousy that you're moving around with, or the people that you are meeting, they are jealous of you. So that can be either ways, that jealousy part you have to work on. There can be some miscommunication with your lovers, romantic partners. So the best is donate some toys or books to the children or children shelter homes if you can. And also, if you can do the ritual that I have mentioned, the Tarpana, that is very, very important and a very impactful remedy for one and all. Journal on ego versus authentic love. If you can just write down whether this person is definitely, good for you in this in this lifetime, or you cannot. So just break away from this person, that you are feeling the energies, the negative ones. Also, as regards to your speculative income, your share, crypto, etc., this might be bringing about some losses. It's not advisable to invest right now in those areas. If you have to, then it is going to be for a longer duration. Also, take good care of your health, your knee pains, your joint pains. You can have Mars and Saturn are also forming a connection because Mars is looking at Saturn. So this can bring about some changes on the professional front also. You might just be traveling. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. See, my videos are live, but there is a lot of information which you will not get. In a flow, I speak so many things. I also don't remember that I've spoken this. So it's always, better to have a live session. Okay, now for Scorpio natives, this is the 10th house transit. There can be some career confusion, detachment. You're not feeling up to it at the place of work. Or if you are working detached, if you're detached from your expectations, oh, why I'm not getting a promotion, why I'm not getting the referral or the acknowledgement or whatever. So you need to be detached from that name, fame, why I'm not getting that promotion, why people are not accepting me as I am. I'm working hard, I'm working for so long. That spiritual angle attached to it, actually. Don't be impulsive, because your Lagnesh is in the 10th house. It's not a bad position for Mars at all. But At the same time, this will be bringing about that volcanic eruption one day. You're doing and doing and giving, but you're not getting anything back at the place of work. What will happen? It will burst, one day. So that is something you have to, that power struggle that you're working towards, So that is something which is going to be bringing about some issues to you, within you. So you need to really be careful, because it can bring about, if you burst out, it might just bring about some legal complications or some problems with your with your with your seniors and bosses. Also, you can be in the bad books of theirs. So offer milk on Mondays on the shivling. If you can't do that, practice stillness before speaking in the meetings. Just sit in silence for some time, or just focus on the swastika, any one dot on the swastika. You will definitely gain that attention, and you will gain that momentum also before you utter anything at the place of work. Don't be impulsive. It's a very good time for the student natives, for children, but you need to be careful about your stomach region also. You have to take care of your health, because Ketu Mars brings about some surgical process while traveling, some accident, etc. So you have to be cautious. God forbid, I repeat, it's a disclaimer that these are all general predictions. Again, I repeat, but I have to forewarn you. While driving, be in your, maintain that silence inside, so that you are not getting stressed while driving, which is not correct. So for Sagittarius natives, this transit happens in your 9th house. 9th house is, it's a mixed bag, because Ketu does well in the 9th house because it is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter's disciple is Ketu. So this will give you, suddenly some spiritual shifts. You're traveling to this religious places. You're meeting your spiritual gurus. Also, it is sort of a loss of faith in your guru, you're following. Suddenly you will realize that, no, I don't want to follow this. Maybe you have struggled a lot because there is a double transit on your first house. Also, Saturn and Jupiter are looking at your first house. And now Ketu is also going to be aspecting in a way, because it's in trine. So this becomes a very volatile kind of a combination, to trigger your mental setup. Shifts might happen. Your perspective might change. Your relationships might just suffer during this time. You might not be having that kind of cordiality with people, other people, especially, you're working through. Thankfully, Jupiter is there, I'm not saying, but there are some shifts which are happening. You're shifting out from a place, you're maybe meeting different, new kind of people, totally different, or, out of the league. And you are definitely going to travel, new skills enhancement. It could be that your religious aggression or ideologically, you're going to be very rigid during this time. Some miscommunication with your mentors or teachers, gurus can also happen. It's good if you visit some holy places, some religious places, pilgrimage, journaling, all that will definitely help. And if you can donate some books on Thursdays, all the more better. Okay, books, stationery items, something like that to the children. And if you can just, do Guru Bij mantra, that is also going to restore your dharma. That is a good way to get back the energies. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. Now, for Capricorn natives, one sec, let me change the sign. What's happening? Mars exalts in your first house, and it is in the 8th. Now, uncovering of hidden family karma, money secrets, taboos. This might just create some obsession with wealth. Speech manipulation can happen with Rahu in the opposite sign. Also, there can be risk of accidents, conflicts over inheritance. Maybe you're working on, you can be balancing the sexual energy also with this Mars-Ketu combination. You're struggling. And the best is that, just take good care of your health, first of all, and practice mauna. Mauna is to sit in silence for a longer duration. Do not just think that, everything is going to be served on a platter. Things do not happen on their own. You need to put effort. Also chant Mahamrityunjay mantra daily, because it is in the 8th house where Ketu is going to be transiting. Organize finances with spiritual clarity, budget with meaning. Okay. So it will be good for you. And just take care of your bones, your your speech also, and it could be something to do with your dental treatment also that you have to go through. Okay, so don't ignore all these things for what I'm saying. And when driving, definitely be mindful, be stress free. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this transit is happening in your 7th house. Deep relationship disconnections happen when Mars and Ketu are in the 7th house transit. If at all you are in the dasha also of Mars or Ketu, definitely you will be getting involved in some kind of loneliness or lonely zone. You might just be traveling to some other distant place and not with your partner. In relationship or in your business relationship also, there can be some changes, upheavals you will be experiencing, something to do with that. You're just that desire of reinvention, that is something which is bringing about that uh, sudden breakups. Karmic patterns will be changing now. And also with your partners might be leaving you and going to some other place, or you are going to be having a distant relationship with your partner. So it depends. Also, take intentional pauses while reacting, before reacting, because this is going to be making you some kind, making you too aggressive and too volatile, at times losing your temper unnecessarily. So you have to work on your speech and your communication also. Avoid mirrors or selfies obsessively. Root in the presence. Okay. And tulsi, holy basil, water basil, you can have every morning. There are seeds also of basil. You can just soak them overnight and have them in the morning. That's a very good remedy for Mars Ketu transit in the 7th house. Okay. And do take pauses before communicating anything. And also regards to your 10th house affairs, this is like going to be bringing about some changes, some upheavals at the workplace. People might not be understanding what you're saying, or there can be some miscommunication, misunderstandings which can happen. Some scandals also can happen, so be cautious about this. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, this transit of Mars and Ketu is going to be in your 6th house. See, 6th house is the house of enemies, competitors, or hidden enemies, rather, I would say. Old diseases, bad habits may return with this, because it's an unseen place. You don't know what's coming. And it's about some secrets which can be revealed. Maybe there is a fraud which can happen. So just sit tight on your money also. And also practice, Yog Nidra for internal cleansing. That is something which is going to help you. What is Yog Nidra? Just calm your body down, sleep for some time. Just Google, what do you call that? Yog Nidra or Nidra Yoga, whatever you call it. You can simply just do the Yog Nidra asana, and one by one, all the body parts, you have to relax them. You will see it really helps, from head to toe, from toe to head, just like that. If you just go take rounds, you will go off to sleep for sure. I do it before going to bed. I do the Yog Nidra and then I relax myself, and it's a beautiful, beautiful asana. Also donate to animal shelters, if you can help them, because Ketu is also four-legged and with the tail. So it's better that you, donate somewhere in the shelter homes, and practice Yog Nidra, as I said, and keep a karma journal to track repeating behavioral cycles during this time. You know what? Actually, you are the best judge what's happening in your life. Oh, I'm repeatedly telling lies. I'm a compulsive liar, suppose. Oh, I'm avoiding certain things every time, when I'm discussing. I am, what is happening, what is the best. You are the best judge of yourself. So try, journaling. What are the good points? What are the bad points or not so good points of yours? And then, just start tracking those behavioral patterns of yours. Try breaking them. Do not repeat. This is a very good cycle. See, whenever there is a break which is happening, no, Mars Ketu, this is a legal battle that you're coming out also. There is a battle which is internal battle which you're coming out from also. You're breaking free. Mars Ketu is a very good, it's a very karmic, energy. These two planets. So when they come together, it's an explosion. Means there has to be an explosion to form something new. This is the house of creation also. It's a creativity. So it's the best is that you work on your creativity also during this time, and you will see that there will be something which comes up, something new that comes up also with this Mars Ketu conjunction. Okay, it's not just bad only. It is definitely a volatile energy which is going to play out, but for sure it is going to be giving you some new lessons of life as well. So the earlier we learn, the better it gets. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and do like and share and do subscribe the channel as well. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, everyone. Have a great Ketu and Mars conjunction. Om Tat Sat.